Hi, this is another video tutorial in my series on Excel error messages, and today we're going to be discussing the hashtag name error, this one here, and the possible reasons for the error popping up. I've got 5 reasons here which we'll run through one at a time. These errors are to do with formula that have been used to calculate values from this spreadsheet here. Now the first one is a misspelt function. So we'll just click on there, and that will give us the function that we're trying to work out, and you can see it's a sum of G4 to G7, but I've spelt sum wrong on purpose, of course. So I'll just correct that, and then you'll see that everything works out fine. There we go. That's the sum there of all those figures there. Now the best way, if you are doing a formula, is if you want to use a special function like sum, is to put in your equal sign to show it's a formula, and then just start typing, and there you'll see there's sum there. Select it from this drop down menu, just double click, and there we go. And it puts it in for you, and it's got a nice little prompt here of what else you have to do to complete the formula. So that's the best way to do it, to avoid these spelling mistakes. If you type it out longhand, then you're going to run into problems very often. Now the next one here, number 2, is a syntax error. I'll click on it. It's the same calculation again, a sum of these totals, but you'll notice the difference in this formula here. And if I go back to the first one, you'll see the sum G4 to G7 is separated by a colon. And if we go to this one now, you'll see that this one hasn't got a colon. That's a total of these commissions here. So if we put a colon in, everything will work out fine, hopefully. There we go. That's the sum of these commissions here. So that's the syntax error. Then the next one we're going to go to is a misspelt cell name. Now in some cases you will name certain cells, usually to make them a fixed reference as opposed to a variable reference. So in this case here, you can see I've used total sales, that's this figure here, in my formula to work out a percentage. But if I go here and you see when I'm on this cell, I've named this cell, and there's the name of the cell there, and you can see it's total sales. If I go back to this one, you can see I've left out the S, I've made it total sales. If I correct that, put total sales there, then that should fix it. There we go. And that gives me the answer to that equation. Now moving on to the 4th reason, you might use a function that doesn't exist in your version. This is version 2013. And I'm using a function here, XLOOKUP, which is not available in 2013. So that's the reason for that one. And then finally, the last one is if you leave out inverted commas. Now this is a VLOOKUP of this array here, and I wanted to look up Ted's commission in this. That's what this formula is. But I've just used Ted without specifying that it's text. So if I just put that in inverted commas to let Excel know that it's text, then we should be alright. There we go. There's Ted's commission. 15.6. So those are the common reasons why you'll get a hashtag name error. And if you found this useful, please like and share this video, and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already done so. And if you have any comments or questions, we'd love to hear from you. Just scroll right down to the bottom and you'll find the comment section there. Thank you very much for watching, and keep a lookout for my next video in this series.